Do you feel disappointed that probably the person who had the potential of assuming that level of female leadership is on being accused of repression at this level?
Thank you, Fred, and good morning, Kenya. First of all, I would like to correct the fact that leadership is not a gendered agenda. And therefore, every time we look at leadership, we must not look at it from the lens of gender, because leadership is just leadership. And first of all, I want to congratulate my fellow youths and our brothers and sisters from Tanzania. Congratulations. It is indeed a proof that the young people of Africa, of East Africa, of Kenya, of Tanzania, they are no longer spectators in the political space. They're no longer spectators in the building of the nation. You know, Fred, early this year in April, I was in Uganda with fellow Tanzanians, and okay, it was a program for young politicians in Africa. And I remember the youths from Chadema party, that is Tundu Lissu's party, they were saying no reforms, no elections. And the counterparts from CCM, they were saying that October tunatiki. And today it's October. Actually, the elections were yesterday. And I'm proud because the young people were able to keep their words. There are indeed no reforms, no elections. And as far as my personal opinion, I'm concerned, Tanzania did not have an election yesterday. And the leadership of Tanzania, the President Suluhu, must really stand true to the spirit of democracy and to the spirit of true leadership and declare that yesterday there were no elections. I mean, if Tanzania goes ahead to rely on yesterday's elections, then I don't know where we'll be headed as a continent, and also as a region and a community, the East African community.
It's interesting that you say that leadership has nothing to do with gender, but we've heard, and the kind of affirmative action that we see, even on our side here, especially when it comes to gender, that we feel, or there's this general feeling or promise that female leadership would be better. But is that a fact?
Affirmative action is a fact. As a matter of fact, I am vying for women rep in Machakos County, a position that came courtesy of affirmative action. But Fred, perhaps even in 2050 or 2060s there, the affirmative action might be towards the men. You know, the affirmative action is about having to that gender of in the houses of representation not being not being one gender. You know, like if we have like let's say in the Senate, in the Parliament, we should have like one gender being at least a 2/3. So affirmative action it is not geared towards just the women. Maybe, Fred, in 2050, we shall have the men representative position, because women will be the majority in the houses of representation. That is why I stand to be corrected, and I still insist that leadership is not a gendered agenda.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll come back to take a look at the different demographics, because at some point they're saying that we need